Hi, welcome back, girls and boys. It's the week of November 2nd through the 6th, and this is day 1. Let's review everything you're going to need today for the lesson. You're going to need your nameplate, like always. We're going to be studying the letter H this week. This is what the sheet looks like. It has capital H and lowercase h on one side and a hat on the back. You're going to put that on a plastic sleeve, as well as page 94, 95. That's what this sheet looks like. And H for heart. It's a shape we're going to be talking about. Heart. You'll need this out. And the last sheet, page 59, 60. We have a girl and a boy flying a kite. Also, we need our Play-Doh, dry erase marker. And we're going to be using 2 crayons today, green and red. Go ahead and put this on pause if you like, just so you have time to get all the materials you need. All right, the first thing we're going to do is write our name. Let's trace it. You should have your nameplate in front of you. And you may use your dry erase marker. And we're going to trace your name. You know, when you trace your name with your dot-to-dot name, you should always take your time. It's better to take longer and do your best work than rush and have very sloppy work. So let's take our time. And when you're through, show me your name tag. Very nice. Very nice. Some of you are really coming along with that, and I appreciate all the effort. It is not the easiest to write your name, especially if you have a long name. I'm pretty lucky where I have a short name. All right, I'd like to welcome all of you. Hello, Caitlin and Owen, Bennett, Kenley. I can hear some of you out there saying your name. If you see your name, say it. Carson. Hi, Kaylee. Hayden. E for Easton. Another E name. Evelyn. Jessa. Timmy. Briggs. And Justin. And last but not least, we have our friend Trayshawn. So welcome all of you to class. As our warm-up to get going on the letter of the week, we're going to put your letter in the plastic sleeve, and we're going to get our Play-Doh ready, and we're going to make a capital H. Can you say H? H. We have lots of fun words that start with the sound. I have a few right here. This is a hippo or hippopotamus. Hippo. Will you say that with me? Hippo. This is a hat. As it gets cooler out, many of you are going to start wearing those to school. Aw, there's a horsey. Can you say horse? Some of you know what this is. What is this? It's a hen. If it's too far away, it just looks like a ball of fur, but it's a hen. Hen. This is a great picture. That's a house. Very good. All of them start with the H, the letter H. Let's get our Play-Doh out, and we're going to roll our Play-Doh. We do that with lots of our letters, don't we? We roll it like a snake, and then we make our letter. So let's see if you can do this. Roll, roll, roll. Goes straight up and down. We're going to do the next one straight up and down too, right next to it. My second line is a little smaller. It's not as fat, but that's fine. There we go. And now we just have one in between. Kind of reminds me of a ladder. There we have the capital H. We have a student in our class whose name begins with an H. Does anyone remember? I'll give you a clue and see if you can think about it. Hayden. Hayden. Hi, Hayden. We're studying the letter H, and you should be very familiar with that letter. And this is the lowercase h. You put another line just like you did for the capital H. But this time has a little bit different shape. It doesn't go straight across. Reminds me of a waterfall. Let me show you what I mean by that. It goes out and then it falls down. Mine is a little long, so I'm going to make it shorter. And there we have uppercase H, lowercase h. H. Can you say H? Now let's make this sound. That's the sound that H makes. Let's see if there's some other H words here. H. We have a hockey player. Do any of you play hockey? It's getting cold outside, but we don't have ice yet. Here we have some other pictures. There's a different kind of hat. Hat. Hats come in many shapes and colors. You might use this if you like to hammer. Like to help somebody build something with nails. It's called a hammer. How about this shape? It's a perfectly shaped heart. This is a difficult one to see. I don't know if you can see that very well or not. Some of you might eat this at Thanksgiving. It's called a ham. It's a type of food. It comes from pigs. Ham. And here we have another horse. Horse. All those are H words. Words that begin with the letter H. Now for our sheet here, the hearts, I'm going to have you get out your red crayon. And we are going to color our heart red. If you're having a hard time seeing my crayon, it's this color. It's red. So put it on pause if you need to go get your crayon. And we are going to color in our very large heart. Take your time. See if you can try to stay in the lines here and not just scribble back and forth. One idea I have is to go around the shape first, and then you fill in the middle. There you go. Just keep going and going and going. Right now I have a red heart that has a white heart in the middle. I'm going to keep going and fill it all in. If you don't press very hard, it almost has the color pink. But this is the color red. Red heart. Nice work. If you need more time to finish your heart, put the video on pause and take your time. Okay, the next thing we're going to need, we're going to have our green crayon. Let's see if you can see my green. If not, here's the color green. Pull out your green crayon. We're going going to color some shapes in. Let's start with animals under the sea. There I see a shark, fish. We have all kinds of fun creatures. I'm going to have your green crayon, and today we're going to color the rectangle green. Can you find the rectangle? Let's find the rectangle. Here's a rectangle. Last week we found lots and lots of triangles. Today we're going to look for a rectangle. Color that in green. Does yours look like this? Nice work. Now we're going to look for some ovals. Remember, a circle is a perfectly shaped object, but an oval is stretched out. Oh, like your mouth makes an O, oval. I see the fish as an oval. We're going to color in the fish green also. Like we have a crab here too. We ready to color in another oval? We're going to still use our green. Color, color, color. You did a nice job on this. So we have rectangle, oval, oval. Nice work. We're going to take a break from that. We'll finish that tomorrow on our next video. Now let's get our sheet that has this on it. It should be on a plastic sleeve, and we're going to use our dry erase marker. Here you go. What we're going to do is count objects and then circle the number to the number of objects. You need to know your numbers first. So let's do a quick review of our numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's count backward now. 10, 9, 8, 7, keep it up, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice work. Our letter we're focusing on this week is actually the number 9, and I'm going to have us look at the back side of this, and we have butterflies. Let's count to 9 together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 butterflies. These look like stoplights to me. We're going to count these together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So which number is 9? Is it this number or this number? We just reviewed 9. It is this number. All you need to do is circle that. Now go to the next line. They look like little rackets for badminton. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We have 8 rackets. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Which number is 8? This one or this one? You're exactly right. It's the top one. It's 8 is on top right here. How about the next line? We have little stick figures for people. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Is this number 6 or is this number 6? I want you to think about it and circle what you think. Did you circle this? That would be right. Now we have pencils on the bottom. Can you count these? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's as high as we go when we did our counting today. So you're looking for something that looks like this. Let's see if you can find the 10. Is this a 10? No. There's the 10. Circle the 10. And on the bottom, the very last line, we have vase or lamps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's count again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Is this 7 or is this 7? You are right. Give yourself a pat on the back. You worked really hard on that. Good job. Now we're going to turn the sheet over. And we are going to, instead of coloring in the number 9, we are going to circle all the 9s. Now let's do a quick review on how you make a 9 and what it looks like. Here is a 9. You circle around and then you go down. There's a 9. I'll show you also. Circle around and then you go down. Now sometimes when you see 9s, they have a little curl on the end too, like that, where they curl in a little bit. So when we have this sheet, there is a bit of a curl on there. So I don't want you to be confused by that. First of all, circle what we're looking for. We're looking for the number 9. Can you find its matches? Look around. See what you can find. I'm going to give you a minute just to look and see what you can find. Look for the 9s. If you find one, circle it. Circle it. Circle it. Keep going. Circle it. We have a few more on the bottom. There's another 9. And there's another 9. Look at all the 9s we have. Now I hope you didn't get confused by the 6. This is a 6. It's not a 9. So look and make sure that you found all of them on this page. Good work. I like how you're sticking with this. This is kind of tough. I know in preschool it gets tough, doesn't it? By the end, some of you are actually reading, and that's exciting. We have to keep working very hard. When it comes to numbers, they can get confusing, but we don't give up, do we? Never. I'm going to show you something that I like to do, is I use a magnetic board when I'm trying to practice something new. And I'm going to count to 9 by counting objects. Remember that object that we are studying this week? It's shaped like this, and oftentimes it's red. It's right here on our body. We put our hand over this when we say the Pledge of Allegiance to the flag. It's the heart. I have blue hearts. 1, 2, 3. I have some other hearts, a lavender color. 2, 3. I have 3 more. 1, 2, 3 lavenders. And I have 3 pinks. 1, 2, 3. We're going to count all of the hearts together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 hearts. I already have the 9 right there. I did it earlier, didn't I? This equals 9. 9 hearts. I have a trick question for you. If I change the order and I put them in a little bit different order, I no longer have the same color in each row. Does it matter? Do I have the same number of hearts? Let me hear you out there. It's still the same number. Let's count them again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Excellent. 9 hearts. Before we get to the book we're reading today, I'd like to review some colors. See how you're doing with your colors. Now, one color that we're talking about that I think's everywhere is the color white. You see white all over the place, like my white board. A lot of white on the back, a lot of white on the front. Papers. Most of the time when you're at school and you have papers you're working on, they're white. I want you to look around your house, not right now. That'll be one of your assignments. Just look around for anything that's white. And you'll notice that there's so much all around us. The color white. Green. Red. Say them with me. I hear some of you out there. Pink. Brown. Like a pumpkin. Orange. Purple. Some of you, that's your favorite color. Yellow. Blue. And black. Look how different these are next to each other. We have white and black. White and black. We're going to be talking about transportation and roads a little bit. I think you'll like this book. It's called Watch Out on the Road. What types of things do you see on the road? Cars are pretty common. That's right. Sometimes there are trucks. Any other things you might see on the road? Bicycles. Sometimes there are bicycles on the road. You definitely want to make sure that everyone on the road, all the roads are safe. So this is a useful book. Here we have the front cover. It says, Watch Out on the Road. There we have the back cover. What's holding it all together? That part's called the spine. We're going to open it up and we'll have a title page. It says, On the Road. And it says, written by Claire Llewellyn. And the person who drew the pictures is called Mike Gordon. He's the illustrator. The writer writes the words. The illustrator draws the pictures. We all use roads from time to time when we're out on our bikes or driving in the car. There are all kinds of vehicles on the roads, trucks, taxis, police cars, and vans. All this traffic makes the roads very, very busy. You might live in the country and it's not very busy where you live. But when you get into a city, it's very busy. When you go into a city, you might need to cross the road. This can be tricky and needs lots of care. Luckily, there are places that make it safer. Here we have a crossing guard. Sometimes you'll have a crossing guard near a busy school. If your school is very big, we don't have a very big school, do we? Always choose the safest place to cross the road. One good place is at the traffic light. Here we have the traffic light, and it can tell you when it's green, it'll tell you it's time to go. You push the button to change the light. How do you know when it's safe to go? Changed colors. A crosswalk is another good place to cross the street. Crosswalks don't have buttons or lights. How do you know when it's safe to go? This is a crosswalk. It has white stripe, black stripe, white stripe, black stripe. We talked about black and white stripes a little bit when we were talking about colors. This kind of reminds me of a crosswalk. And that lets you know that's where it's safer to cross. But you have to make sure the traffic stops. Sometimes you need to cross the road and there are no special crossings. This is a nuisance. That's kind of like a bother. If you want to cross quickly to see a friend or buy an ice cream cone. But never run out into the road. What could happen if you ran into the road? You're right, you could get hit. You have to be super careful when you're on the road. When you walk along roads at night, you need to take special care. Drivers cannot see you. You might want to wear reflective colors or bright colors to make yourself safe, especially when it's dark. And right now it's getting dark outside earlier and earlier. You need to think about that. Wear clothes that people can see. Can you keep yourself safe when you're in a car? Everyone has to wear a seat belt. So important. The driver, the passengers, even the baby too. A seatbelt helps to keep you safe. There's Teddy. I don't know that your teddy bear needs one. What would happen if you didn't wear a seatbelt? Well, if you had an accident, it could be really bad news. It's for your safety, to keep you safe in the car in case anything bad happens. You're very snug in the seat and you're well taken care of. So always wear your seatbelt. Have you ever played on the sidewalk? Playing outside is a lot of fun, but what could happen if you slipped off the curb or chased a ball into the road? If you're near a street, you really should never be playing really close to a street because a ball could go in and then you could end up in the street when a car goes by. So you really need to play in safe areas, like at a park or in someone's backyard. Roads are busy, dangerous places, but we can all learn to use them safely. Keep looking, keep listening, and stay safe. Those were good words to live by. We should all be careful when we're out by busy roads. And even if they're not very busy, they can get busy. So let's stay safe, and I'll see you soon. Goodbye, boys and girls.